Hello, I'm Andrew. So I've been using Bill for years, and currently I don't just earn money with Bill. I just use it for fun and for my own personal projects. So I'm going to share my experience with Telegram, the messenger, which you probably all know. Who has never used Telegram here? Well, 30% didn't use it. So basically, that's the messenger which was developed by a Russian guy who was cloning the Facebook for Russian audience. It was the Russian Facebook called Vkontakte, and after that he was forced to leave the project. He was forced to leave the country, and he decided to make something great for the world. So if you were using Telegram for YAPC Europe, probably the first thing you did was like disabling notifications, because like Telegram for me it's just I like notifications on the phone. Basically, I don't open like my email often enough because I see everything coming. But when people are talking in the chat room, it's kind of annoying. But still. So Telegram, it's available in many different languages and many different platforms, including desktops and stuff. And that's the original network, which was created by that guy. And this is his reaction when he received a proposal to sell his website. So he's kind of a bit self-sustained, and he had an office in second biggest city of Russia, and once he made a performance, he was just throwing money out of the window. And here on top, on Central Street, is his office. But his next big thing, well, publicly valuable thing, was when a few years ago he donated $1 million for Wikipedia.
Yeah, and I think that I could start by saying that I'm personally ready to donate $1 million to Wikipedia, and I hope that Jimmy and the board will approve this decision and accept it.
So the point of this is that he basically does this project as a non-profit project, so he has enough money to just sponsor his developers. That's the point. So he's an idealistic person with money, so he can do what he wants. For us, it means that Telegram is well, actually, he managed to create really good application, which has really good API. It's simple, it's usable, it's fast, it's extremely fast. So let's see what it can do. Basically, the whole API is divided into two parts. The first is, well, the second on this screen is Telegram API, so you can create your own client instead of an official application. And the second part on the left is the bot API. With this, you can create your own token devices, which will be connecting to Telegram service. And Telegram is good in a sense that it allows, and actually sometimes it forces to use bots, because like WhatsApp, it forbids using bots, and it's against it. For me, it means that I can use Telegram for just making small notification machines, and I don't have to create, for example, separate mobile apps for simple tasks. So bot API. There's another bot for creating your bots. Bot basically is a user, so it's an account. The only difference with real users is that it has no phone number connected, associated with this user. So if you have to use, if you want to use Telegram, you have to have the phone number. It doesn't mean which country, but you have to receive some confirmation code. For bots, it's not required. And of course, bots that you created are connected to you. So kind of identification is still done via your primary account. There are two small variations in bots. There are regular chat bots, which can just you can just talk to them as to a user, or there are inline bots, and you can mention bot name in the conversation with somebody else. But basically, there's no big deal what to use. So for to create a new bot, you have to execute. You have to type this command and send it to the bot father, and after that you will receive a token, and this token is will be a part of the URL of the main entry point for messaging. So you've got this API address, bot, your token, and after that you have method name. There are several methods like send message, get information and stuff. It's, as I said before, it's really clean and simple and easy to use. Also because it accepts like everything. It can accept your request in GET, in POST with JSON, or with just the regular old-fashioned form data format. And this feature is really useful when you just want to test something. Just type it in the command line or in the browser address bar. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to create a script for small tests. Response is always a JSON response from Telegram side, and everything is UTF. So it's kind of easy. For Perl, there's a really good module, www Telegram bot API on Cpan. It's well, internally it's kind of simple. It's just creates an object. You can create an object, and after that you can call a method on this object, and it doesn't matter which method you call. It will just convert this method to this schema, something like this. And actually the module does not have any predefined method names. It will just do it syntactically. Yes. So one of the first functions is get updates. So bot is a script, in our case Perl script. So to get, if you want to communicate to the bot, you have to, as a user, you type something in your messenger, and bot should receive. To receive messages, it has to call function get updates, and it will receive a list of updates. That's one of the methods of reading it. Of course, if you want your bot to communicate quickly, this method should be called really often. And all the messages which are not taken are still living on the side of Telegram within 24 hours, so you can have a delay if you wish. But if you want really real-time connection and real-time answering machine, you can use, you can set a webhook, and Telegram will just call your webhook whenever it receives new message from somebody to your bot. The only difficulty here is that the URL that you have to that you can set with this method should be HTTPS, and certificates should be valid for the whole chain from your server to the root. Otherwise, you will receive nothing, and you will receive no error messages, which is really annoying if you don't know about this thing. So the simple answering machine can work in two different ways. So API pushes some data to your application, and bot can first receive a response with OK, and then it can make another call with sending a real message. Or otherwise, it can just make one call, one response containing both OK and the answer. So basically, that's the end of my slides. The rest will be some live demos. I will show a couple of projects that I made. One of them is this one. I made this device with Raspberry Pi, and it sends me updates of what's happening in my house when I'm not there. So I will show you what's the so yeah, so it just in a cycle it reads an image from the camera, and if it's different from the previous load, it sends me a picture. To send the picture, I only have to call this simple method, just send photo, give the URL, the path of the file with an image and chat ID. Basically, it's my ID as a user. It's so simple, I even don't have to upload the file and code it. It's something like that. Okay, so now let's, we have about 20 minutes, and let's see what we can do with that. So let's create a new user. It's not really handy to have this microphone. Sorry. So now I will create a user. Can you see it? No? What should I do? Which button to press? Or maybe you can come here and we'll see it. Yeah, I think so. So basically, so when you create a new bot, you have to tell the name and the string, the short string identifying the bot, and it should end with underscore bot, for example, or just bot, so that real users can understand that this is bot. The thing I don't quite understand, probably somewhere in the documentation, but when you create a bot for yourself, you can easily find this bot in the search, using the search facility of Telegram, and the same can do all the rest users of the internet. I don't know how to hide the bot. But the good part is that you cannot create a bot which will be talking to somebody who did not initiate the conversation. So you cannot create the spam bot. So first you have to talk to this bot, and after that it receives the right to talk to you back. Which So basically this is what modern technologies do, because the new MacBook has only one USB-C port, and you cannot do anything. So you have to buy additional equipment to connect it to something. Or I was thinking, because the organizers didn't have this connector, so I was thinking maybe we can connect using a program like TeamViewer from a different computer to this one. So probably we can do that still. Ничего не надо чипить нас просто. Нужно консолидировать. Okay, so the problem is not on my side. It was. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I think we have something. Basically, there were no more slides, so I was going to connect to the server, and okay, there's another alternative method. It should work. Yes, so okay, so now we have to create. So we have to connect to bot father bot or father bot. What was that? Father bot. Bot father. Bot father. Bot father. Yes. So this is the guy who will do everything. So Telegram also includes the facility to run commands with slashes. For us, it's a new bot. It also has completion. All right, a new bot. Please choose the name, like YAPC test. It doesn't matter. And now we have to have the username, which is YAPS bot. Which should be ending with bot. And then Telegram returns us the token, which we can use for everything. now I will, so there's, I'm using here the www Telegram bot API method, and for that I only have to pass to the new function this token which I just created. How can I copy paste? Oh my god. Ah, pictures maybe. Oh my god. Control Shift. So he has a Linux machine, but he has a Windows key here. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so basically when you call this method, it will create the object which can connect to Telegram, and after that it will be able to execute functions and basically just call Telegram API using the predefined URL. So here there's the function, the simplest hello me program, which first creates the bot. Then it calls the function get updates and prints it. So now we can run it. And what it does, so it returns something. It returns something, and the result, it was JSON originally, and result always has the OK method in field in it. It will be either true. In our case, it's true, or it will be false if there was some error. So basically, if you look at the OK field, you immediately know if the method was successful or not. Now, the next one, the next example is trying to call get updates, and again, but so when you call get updates, you receive all the updates, but you also can limit it by specifying the offset. Every message has an ID, and if you know which ID you read recently, you can just skip something. But of course, if we have nothing yet in our bot, we will receive nothing. But as soon as we so now we can connect to this bot YAPC test. YAPC that, yeah, it's here. It's a secret name, so no one can find it. So first we have to initiate a conversation. Without that, it has no permission to talk to us. We can just send this predefined command start. Of course, this command should be implemented in your application, so you should understand that /start means something. For Telegram, it means nothing. So basically, it just passes this entire string /start to our code. It does highlight it here, but it's just a highlighted text. And if we call get updates again, we'll see this big structure having a few messages. So basically, this is the message with ID 1 with text /start, and this is the user ID. Telegram can also work with groups, as you know, like YAPC Europe group in Telegram, and every group or personal user has an ID, which you can use it as a reference for communicating back. So and this second message is sent by somebody else. We have this corner. So we see I received messages, and I didn't create this bot for him, but he could find it easily and talk to me. So I can see him, but if I will not send something back to this user with this ID, we will receive nothing. So I will be using this this ID on this computer. Copy. And let's now change the thing. how Telegram reads it. Let's set up the webhook. This is a simple method to set up the hook with this URL. Telegram will talk to this URL as soon as we will receive method. So if I will execute this script, Telegram will set the message. Webhook was set, says the message, and after that I cannot anymore use get update function. So it says conflict, can't use get updates while webhook is active. So I have to clean webhook by passing the empty string if I want to use get update method. Also, there's a method get me. Let's see what it does. Basically, what it does, it just returns you. It tells the bot who this bot is with its ID, username, and first name. And the most useful method is get message. This is send message. So you can create a bot here in this line, and you can send a message. On the documentation, there's basically a single-page documentation covering all the aspects of bot API. You can see how that every method has few methods. Some of them are optional, but of course, every time you need to pass the user ID, which is called chat ID, because chat can be either a group or it can be a personal private user. It's not that one. So now, if I will run this method, I expect to get the message back in Telegram. Let's run it. You see? So basically, it works. The incredible thing about Telegram that it works really fast. So even well, I don't know how it works, but you receive everything immediately. Of course, there are a few more methods like sending photos, sending audio files, and also Telegram keeps all the files and all the pictures and audio files on their web service, servers, and you can refer later by just using the ID of the file. And it also resizes pictures so you can get it in different sizes. When you want to send a picture which was already sent earlier, you can either upload it again, or you can just refer to the ID which you received by previous upload, and it will be done even faster. For us, of course, well, for most applications which are kind of listening the user, the best thing is just to create some, for example, PSGI application which will be constantly listening to this address. And here's the first example with this. So I will be using Starman, which will be executing this PSGI application. Basically, it looks like we have to already finish. So the PSGI application just reads and prints something. So let's call this one. So now I'm listening to the address I provided in webhook, and for example, if I will say something, my bot will immediately reply. Kind of useful application to show how it works and how easy you can create things. The second one I can show is, for example, the keyboard. So Telegram not only allows bots to print text, it also allows it to print and display some kind of keyboards. I will show you what that means, for example, if you will like say something, in return you will receive not only message but some buttons which you can press, and by pressing these buttons you will send the text which is displayed on this button. So this feature can be used for giving suggestions for the user and tell him how he can reply. Or just, for example, in this example, let's talk to them and say store 100, and it says example is 100 lays. Let's and my application replies with two buttons, 100 lays in euros or in dollars, let's say, and it will just convert the currency. So that's the really simple application to convert currency, and it does it immediately because Telegram is quite fast. It also can, for example, if we will go to number 5, you also can reply not only with just some text, but you also can say that this text is Markdown or HTML, and you can use simple formatting. And if your application supports it, I mean, if it's really newly updated, it will be displaying nice text with links, bold fonts and stuff. And also you can say that if your bot knows that to calculate the result it needs some time, it can create a so-called action. So you will see like bot is typing. Unfortunately, you cannot say like bot is undressing. So there are only predefined list of text that it can actions that it can execute. So we are running out of time, but with Telegram, so I only was going to demonstrate the simplest versions, the simplest things you can do with Telegram bots. And actually, it's extremely simple. Basically, you need to create the bot object and call a message on it. Well, it's a bit more complicated because you have to create some web application which will be listening. You have to buy the SSL certificate. You have to install it. Yeah, it kind of, but in modern world, it's easy. So that's it. So really use Telegram, and it's an incredible system for business applications. I see everything happening with like orders coming from website. I see what my employees are doing because every change is reflected in my pocket. It's really easy and handy. So if you have questions, probably we have to do it offline. So thanks for listening and thanks for coming.